the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I watched it. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I will tell you when there's spoilers, and I'll put it on screen right now. Overall, what do I think of the movie? It's beautiful. It made me cry. It made me cry so much. It's so beautiful. I loved it so much. The more I think about it, like it's a summer romance, or just like a nice rose, or a nice meal, a nice drink on a beach. It's just perfect. It's like the extra little bit of nostalgia that you just need, you know. Coming into it, there was a few fears I had. Most importantly, I didn't want to watch a movie where it was going to be like I guess Marvel has been Marvelized or Redditized. I didn't want to watch another Reddit movie. I didn't want to be like, he's right behind me, isn't he? You know, I didn't want that. I didn't want any cheesy lines. I didn't want any like, hey guys, wouldn't it be crazy if we got spring trapped? You know, I didn't want any shenanigans like that. I will not lie, there's a lot of references, there's a lot of winks and nods, I suppose, to the viewer. There's two very obvious cameos of two very popular YouTubers who are especially popular when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. But obviously, you know, they're cameos, and I feel like they should be there, because if you know how this game started, how it is now. I mean, it just started as a little indie project, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's a movie. It's a full movie, you know. I'll just get this out of the way. The plot isn't perfect. It sort of just weaves in and out, like, of just, it's there, but like it isn't anything to write home about. But the pacing is perfect. The pacing is brilliant. Like, from beginning, middle to end, there's never scenes that linger on for too much, and there's like each time there's a good scene, and there's a lot of good scenes. There's just little nuggets of just like, there's just some scenes there that's just like perfect. It's like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. There's a few scenes where people get chased, and then there's a few jump scares, but like the jump scares, I mean, I guess you could call them cheap, but it's like, it isn't a bullshit. Let's put it that way. It isn't bullshit, right? There is also it is really good. This movie is really good at building tension. Throughout the whole movie, there's just this like building tension. Even if you don't know what's going on, you know something suspicious is going on. You know something weird is going on in the background. So there's just this kind of always building tension, and that's what I love. Like, I love just being uneasy. I feel like that's the perfect thing about horror. Uneasiness, not like anything outright in your face, but just the building tension. It was perfect at that. In uncanniness, in the first game, like you can see right here, a lot of the animatronics had this weird kind of aura. Like, a lot of the noises they make, like Chica's noise, when she was just like, it sounded like someone just their air leaving their windpipe type thing. That was scary. That is fear right there. Here they kind of missed out on that. The red eyes, the angry eyebrows, that's something that's very that's I wouldn't say I hate it, but it's definitely goofy. But it isn't in your face goofiness. It's definitely like, oh, it's there, it's a little bit silly, but it isn't ruining the movie. The characters are great. Mike, his sister, the police officer, the dude who gives him the job, they are all great characters. Like, I mean, if you aren't already sold on this movie, I'd tell you to go watch it. It's going to be on streaming. You could just go to the movie theater, but, you know, it's on streaming, so it doesn't hurt. You could just get a free trial or whatever. I watched it in the movie theater. It was perfect. Overall, brilliant movie. Now, the spoilers. The ending. I'm going to just jump right in. The ending is the cream on top. That is the cherry on top. The ending really made me fucking cream my pants, man. I was wet by the end. You know, I was salivating at the end. I was just asking for more and more. I was satisfied, but I wanted more. You know, that was crazy. So basically, the dude who gave him the job, that's William Afton. Pretty obvious. You know, he read the name. He was like, Mike. I think he did this little, like, goofy rock eyebrow raise. He was like, wah. Either way, he comes up in the spring lock suit, and he has a knife, and then he stabs the police officer woman, whose name is Vanessa. Whoa, she's from the games, you know. Anyway, stabs Vanessa. Maybe that robot is Gregory. That would be crazy. Anyway, stab Vanessa, this and that. She later lives. But then, you know, the climax. So, throughout the whole movie, Mike is having dreams about his brother getting kidnapped. And then when he's in the pizzeria, his dreams have the missing children, have the ghosts of the children. And they run away, or they interact with him, and they like can cut him in real life and hurt him in real life. And it's just this running theme of him being stuck in this loop, stuck in this dream, right? And his sister, his younger sister, she's plays an important role. The kids love her. They're friends with her. You can see the robots kind of playing. And there's this kind of scene where it kind of gets a bit goofy, like, oh, they're making a little pillow fort, whoa, you know. But then, as much as there's these like goofy bits where like he's just standing around with the animatronics, they never talk. That's the thing. The animatronics never talk. That's something I was a bit afraid of, but they never talk. There's nothing like that. The kids do talk. The ghosts of the kids do talk, but it's never like, hey guys, let's go do this. It's very much the way creepy children are in horror movies. It's brilliant. So his sister always draws. She has these imaginary friends, and plot twist, the imaginary friends are actually the ghosts of the children. They lured her into the pizzeria, and it's all connected. Everything's connected. And then the drawings she made, they all connect. And then at the end, she draws. He's like, show them what happened. Show them what actually happened. And then she draws a picture of William Afton killing them, and then they remember, and then they murder William Afton. But the way this is the ending is basically a recreation of what happens of a cutscene that's in the video game, where these 8-bit dudes come around, they surround him, and then he just starts twitching. You know, he starts twitching in his suit, and then there's blood everywhere. There isn't too much blood or gore in this movie. A lot of it is hidden, which kind of, it's a little bit of a cock tease. You know what I mean? They just tease your dick a little bit, but they show him twitching, and that's just that seals the deal. Like, the whole movie is great, but the ending just seals it. You know, it's perfect. Like, if you already watched this, you know what I mean. Like, this is just it's culminating into a franchise that just seems like it has plenty of steam. I feel like this will go more to the scary direction, you know, because it's for older audiences. Like, it's more for the people who I guess grew up on the series, who are like older now. I mean, it's a 15. That means no one younger than 15 can watch it, even accompanied by an adult. It's not PG-13, which is perfect. You know, I don't want little kids running around. It is a little kids movie. It's about little kids getting murdered, but that's nevertheless. You know, I feel like the games will still be. I think the games will be more goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Well, Scott is not involved. He's now involved with the movies, but this is the perfect road. Like, the games can get as goofy as they want. You know, you can't really get too. I mean, you could, but like, the games have went this direction. You know, in the age of skibbity toilet, you won't get the scary FNAF anymore. But the movies, perfect. You know, like, I'm excited for the second one. I'm gonna be excited for the third one. Like, I'm gonna be sitting in my little Five Nights at Freddy's seat. I'm shaking my seat. This movie was every step of the way. It was brilliant. It was amazing. Another thing is a spring lock suit that's shown a bit, but it looks a bit. I don't recognize it. It could be Gregory. It could be a character from the games. It could be Baby. Sure, it could be anyone. But yeah. Overall, if I had to give it out of 10, I'd give it a 9.5. Like, it's amazing. Like, I'm just smiling thinking about this movie. Like, it's great. No problems here. So that's about it. Cheers. Thanks for watching.